Good morning, everybody. Hope that you're all well, having a good morning. Uh, of course, we are back at it. Of course. So I have to have a quick recap of yesterday. Uh, Very interesting day. Took a loss. Um, Here we go. Like I said on the title, I had the right plan, but wrong execution. Wrong execution. The retest really got to me. The retest of coming back into that 15 minute. You guys can go back to the video. I did say that when Price, what is it? When Price left this, I want to see it come back and retest this area. Um, but I retested twice, so that kind of got my stops. Um, Let me show you guys. So yeah, so I used this small fair value gap as an inverse as the moment price just came back into that. I went for buys, and yeah, this got to me. I did say I really didn't want to put my stops below here because it's just risking too much. You know what I mean? That risk reward. I think if I put my stops here, that first TP would have been, I was in a reverse $20 with one, because so I had put two positions, so it's gonna be $40 in general, and then the first TP was only gonna be $20. Then the other one was gonna be like a runner, but to where? Oh wait, I think 125. I usually leave it for like 125. Okay, 125. Still not even a good risk reward. But yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. Not really pressed about it. I'm happy that I was right regarding direction, saying that it was a buy day. I was really confident about that, and it played out just the way that I said it would. So that went well. Yes, we caught a small loss. It's whatever. On the big account, it was two losses because I did try and go for a buy all the way up here, and then I took the same trade here. Yeah, this retest really got to me. The leaving and then coming back, literally going up. And I think it was, let me see, right at the last minute of the macro, we came back and retested that. So yeah, that was yesterday's trade. That was the first loss of the week. To be honest and transparent with you guys, actually gonna touch base on that actually, was that I a part of me, I did say I don't want to trade today, but the reason I said that most importantly was because I was like, I've had two wins this week, one loss. Like, I'm not in a mood to take another loss today. Even if a clean setup did present itself, I literally spent time asking myself. I had that fear of like, bro, it's gonna look bad. Now it's gonna look like I've had basically two wins, two losses this week. And like, I don't want that. I just started on the new phase two. So bit of psychology played in my mind, and when I told myself that, oh no, I'm not gonna trade, and it was kind of more than anything, to be honest, and to be transparent, was more of an excuse to not, for stats more than anything. Let me put it like that. It was an excuse for my stats, in the sense of to keep it like, oh, two wins, one loss, and yeah, I was just not in the mood to be like, oh, I had two wins and two losses, and it's just not about that. It's just about how you trade the system. If an opportunity does present itself, are you gonna take it or not, or you're not gonna do it out of fear? Because at the end of the day, us as traders, we have to, when we see the opportunities that we know or that we're supposed to take them, win or lose. Because I always try my best to teach myself to not make it about the money, but the process and the systems in play, what the market is doing. You know, by the end of the day, I'm also human. Um, yeah. So if basically what I'm trying to say is that if an opportunity does present itself, I will take it, win or lose. Um, but if not, I will not take a trade, of course. Um, yeah, ideally today I did tell myself, oh no, I'm not gonna trade. But the reasons behind that were kind of like more to protect myself, in a sense of um what you call this, in a sense of the way it looks on paper. And I say, oh, two wins, one loss, and like it's like, in the back of my mind, I was like, to be honest, if I wasn't recording this, wouldn't have mattered. I would have still probably tried to take a trade, and I would have had two wins, two losses. Like, God forbid that today's a loss. I'm not thinking in that mindset of, okay, I'm just saying, I'm just avoiding getting a loss. Like I haven't even seen what the day had to bring, but I'm already avoiding that aspect of things. But yeah, wait, just today's a no news Friday, so we wanna see or we even get that thank God it's Friday set up. Let me just run you through what I think about today. So on the 15 minute, actually let's start on the daily actually. Love to start on the daily. And excuse the mess. I know there's a lot going on here. Just bear with me, okay? On the 15 on the daily chart, we have this big fair value gap, the one that I spoke about. That gave us that bias, that gave me that confidence. Oh, we're gonna buy. But right now, as you guys can see, that we are coming back into it, or we are back at to it, the upper half of it. So I want to see how price is going to react to this, because how it reacts to this upper half will tell us if it is going to have a continuation to the buy side, or we're just going to sell for the day. But then see how nicely that aligns with this, the midpoint of this 15-minute fair value gap. Look at how nicely it aligns with this daily midpoint. So I want to see will price come back down, take out this primary sell side, and maybe we can have a retracement outside of that. I've never checked actually this. Well, here we in a fair value gap. Okay, we might get like an SMT divergence of that on the daily chart. But point is, honestly, if price gonna wanna sweep this daily candle low, which is the 13th of May, Wednesday. I wanna see if it's gonna wanna sweep that liquidity that we have below there and potentially have a reversal respecting the upper half of it. So when we look at that 15-minute chart, don't worry, I'm gonna remove that daily kind of a value gap. We have these relative equal lows right there. These nice relative equal lows that we have. And like I said, look at how the midpoint is aligned with this midpoint of that daily fair value gap. So I'll just delete that so you guys can see. So this is my primary um this is my primary sell side, and I want to see will price take this out, these relative equal lows on this 15-minute fair value gap. I want to see if it's going to respect that upper half. If not, if it's going to disrespect that and continue to go lower, I'm looking at this first fair value gap, and I'm looking at this. And if I'm looking at this, obviously I'm looking at this low right here to get taken and potentially maybe get a reversal of that. So that's my trade idea. That's what I have in mind. Um, yeah, that's if you're gonna sell, and then that's if price disrespects this. But if you're gonna get buys, I want to see price obviously respect this upper half, but not only respect the upper half, but obviously I want to see it take out this liquidity, this relative equal loss. It looks so clear, clean. I mean, we've been having a downtrend for the day. It's been a downtrend literally for the day. It's been a downtrend day. We have that London high right there. We have this minor, I'll call it the minor buy side. We have all this liquidity up here, but don't worry about that. Um, wow, we just have to wait for market open and see what happens. But I do anticipate price coming back into this first fair value gap, and this first fair value gap, not first fair value gap. I'm so sorry. This 15-minute fair value gap, because this 15-minute fair value gap will tell us which direction the price wants to go, especially on the daily as well. So if that first 15-minute candle, we want to see how it's gonna react to this uh, um fair value gap, right? This 15-minute fair value gap. But like I said, I do anticipate it taking out these relative equal lows and letting the wick to the damage basically. And then if it does close above this 15-minute candle, I want to see maybe we can get a reversal to the upside, um, like a nice buy. If not, price has a candlestick closure below this, sells, right? So if it does close above this, and depending on the candlestick, if it's maybe like a wick or like respect the body, respecting the upper half, maybe leave it, potentially maybe get a retest, and then we take buys. But also it depends on how that first fair value gap works around this area. We have to wait for that first fair value gap. That will tell us everything we need to know. And obviously we have that opening range gap. this big ass opening range gap. It's gonna be a big gap today. I'm not gonna lie because yeah, we've been selling for 500 pips, bro. 500 pips, and we know that thing of what you call this, 70% of the time we want to see it close to the midpoint of that. So we want to see if price is gonna want to do that. And this is the weekly candle as well. Um, yeah. Yeah. So basically, in simple terms, we just have to wait for market open and see how price reacts to this. So this is what has my attention at the moment. How price reacts to this sweeping. I want to see it obviously, like I said, sweep out these lows. Um, that's what I want to see, and maybe we could potentially take a trade out of this. Have a nice clean setup. Yeah. Uh, uh, have a nice clean setup as price retraces back into this fair value gap. As you can see, we're retracing back into it. It's going to respect that upper half. Maybe have a retracement back to the upside. If not, it continues. Sorry, let me just go back. Selling. Um, selling. So yeah, let's just wait and see. And then I think, can I just see something real quick? Was at 50%? It's like here. 50% of that week is just below this first fair value gap. Just below it, just below it. So yeah. So yeah, boys, that's what I want to see. Um, okay, now it's bothering me. I want to see it on the 15-minute time frame. Free. Oh, do you guys like Iceman the album? It's a good album. It's a good albums actually. We got three albums. Um, shout out Jeezy Drake, man. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here's the midpoint of that daily wick, which is this price run right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have 4 minutes until market open. Um, we're currently going up right now, so let's see what happens. So yeah, boys, that's what I want to see. Um, I want to see. If not, we could actually catch a sell back into this area where price takes out this primary sell side. That's a good trade idea as well. I'm not gonna lie. Since I'm so confident about price coming back into this, that's a good trade idea. Instead of looking for that um the buy reversal. Because right now, as you can see, we're in a downtrend. Like you cannot tell me we one-sided. We in a currently in a downtrend, and this is potentially can be like a retracement, and then price goes back down. So yeah. Oh, and the thing about the trade that I took actually yesterday, this problem is I removed it. Damn, I removed it. Can I find it? I removed it, dude. Flip. I was gonna say that 15-minute that five the under 5 minute I missed the price replacing back into like a specific value gap, just the one below that. Um, yeah, it's just got me thinking when I was reviewing the trade yesterday, when I was watching back at the video. So yeah, let's just see what this week has to bring, man. It's been a great trading week so far, I'm not gonna lie. A really great one. Clean opportunities. Um, yeah, let's just see. The reason why it's like this, let me show you guys. We have those volume imbalances in this fair value gap. Just they're small, but they there. Volume imbalance, and then we have a volume imbalance right over there. That's why I included that. If you do this, you see that we have volume imbalances. But yeah, that's why the fair value gap is the way it is. So that's the midpoint. See, the price is always respecting that. 2 minutes before market open, and we'll see what price wants to do. Potentially a sell to this. It's a very good. I do see it. I'm not gonna lie. Really clean setup. Let's go back into that 1 minute and see what one. Mm, do you guys see that? These lows. Oof. Do, 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 do. We have this high right here as well. I'm not gonna really mark this high because it's right close to that first value gap. Just that tick above that. You could say this is like, I won't say our minor, but yeah, high, very important. Just keep your eye on that. I just don't want to have too many lines because already on my chart there's so much going on, and for me, I understand it what's going on, but for the person is trying to learn and viewing, hope they understand. Yeah, this for value gap, very important. It's the first value gap of this week, so we want to see how price is gonna react to this. Probably at market open, probably gonna like probably shoot up at that. This is our candlestick for market open. There we go. We're selling. So we have this big opening range gap. I don't know if you guys mark it up so you can see. This is our opening range gap. Big, big. Do we want to see the midpoint get taken out today? I don't know. It's way too big. It's so big. No DD. And this midpoint it aligns with that opening range, the London high. It's very clean price point, but it's a it's a rather large gap. 421 pips. Let's look at that. What's the SP 500 doing? There's an SMT divergence with these two lows. You see that? These two right over there. And they're both dropping aggressively at that. Like I said, this is really catching my attention. Um, it's catching my attention. Let's see what we get an opportunity, a quick scalp to this downside. Hopefully it doesn't like overextend like crazy. But yeah, that's my trade idea. Um, Hmm. Oh, let's keep this close in case anything happens. This kind of stick. Look at how price is using, respecting that upper half of that first value gap. The reaction that we have of this. Look at how close we were to the end dogs. Like it didn't get there. And it's going up. But yeah, we know have to wait, let it play out, let it do its thing, and just be patient. Just be patient and let it cook, basically. Let it cook. Um, so just gotta let it cook. Hmm. A nice trade idea, if we do not have that first value gap, right? A nice trade idea would be waiting for it to get below this and use it as an inverse fair value gap. Not inverse, like retesting it and using, you see this fair value gap right here. We could use that as maybe like an inverse. This to go for shorts. This or that. I think it's using this one already. As you guys can see how it left. Okay, it didn't really leave. It didn't really leave. Could come back, retest this. Ugh. We have this fair value gap right over here. Let's see, can we potentially use this? If price doesn't overextend, can we use this for the sells? If it doesn't close it, hopefully it doesn't close it. See it coming back into this. Let's see if we're gonna respect that upper half. Dropping. There we go. Look at that. Nice reaction. Look at that. Over there. Nice reaction of that. If this just closed a little bit below that, I would have went for sales. And then because of like this retesting it, I'd have gone for sales. I would have taken it up here, but as I said, I want to see that retest. Just gonna wait a little bit more. A lot of back and forth. Gonna retest that midpoint. Oh, and this fair value gap. You see that? I forgot this one. Ugh. You can never retest back into this. I'll take the shorts. If this candlestick closes the way it is right now, and we have a bit of a retest, I'll go for shorts. We back into this first fair value gap. Let me just run below that. When that drop, taking out this, when I see price take out this minor. Oh, sorry. This minor sell side. This one. So if this next candlestick comes back into this, I'm gonna use it for shorts. We have 2 seconds. As it's going up into it, I'm gonna go for shorts. Went for shorts. I'm in for shorts. Stop loss above that. Let me record this. Yo, I can't adjust the other stop. Risking a bit on this one. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a 15-minute. But I went for shorts. I can't edit my other position. So this is my short idea. Shorts are when using this for value gap. Stop loss just below that. Uh, what is that? That, and then to that. Oh no, don't see, I got stopped out. I got stopped out. I lost $30 on that. I lost $30 on that. Oh, let me screen record that so you guys can see. This is the trade. We went back into this, that midpoint. We went back into this. Hopefully that was not premature, bro. We went back into this. So we went back into that. Read this one. I'm still confident about price coming all the way down here. Took a loss on that? None. None. Oh, you guys can see that on the video. So you could say this is a bit of a mohawk, as it coming back into this right here, this upper half. But obviously, I'm not gonna risk that much. Henceforth, I use this fair value gap on to see it respect this fair value gap, and this is actually our first fair value gap. Let me mark it up. This one. It's our first fair value gap of the day. This, you guys can see that. Right idea, just the wrong execution, bro. Wrong execution. Maybe because I rushed it a bit. But yeah, I'm still. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. We down $45 on that funded. I can't wait. This is the first value gap of today's date. It's 15. There we go. Just have to change the color. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't confuse you because it's overlapping with this one right here. And we are like 7 minutes away from the macro as well. Ugh. It's part of the game, boys. It's part of the game. I would say I would try to go for another trade. Um, bum, 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 bum. Did it leave it? I'm gonna go for another sell. I'm gonna record that for you guys to see. So I'm gonna put it right over here. Okay, let me do this for now. So I can 15 because I'm using that 15 minute. I'm gonna put it to take out this liquidity right over here, as you guys can see. Uh, let me say shorts. I went for shorts over here. Stop loss right above this, and then just one TP. Take out this primary sell side, which is these two lows right over there, as you guys can see. That's it. That's the only trade, and let's see what happens. That's my trade idea. You guys will see on the left over there. We have that end dog. We have 4 minutes until the macro price is pushing right now. We're about $9. We're pushing. We're almost at TP. Almost there. Like I said, I want to see price take out those lows. And then that's it for me. I guess it's a mini recovery-ish because we did lose history. We did lose $30 and we only TP's only for like $22. So yeah, I'm crazy. Only for 22. I'm gonna try and manage this trade well because we're already in it. It's that 5 minute, it's the 1 minute. We're having a reaction of that. We're having a reaction of this midpoint right over here. We want to see it come back into this first fair value gap, probably like retest it. Yeah, we want to see that. You guys can see. I want to see price respect the upper half of this first fair value gap. If not, we cooked. we cooked. Where's that first value gap? It's this. So you see that high? That's where my stops are. We went back into this 13th of May, first fair value gap. I want to see a reaction of price going lower. I want to see price go lower, reacting off that. We are a minute away from the macro. Let's see. Let's see what kind of reaction we have. We're in a macro right now. Either gonna stop us out and we done. Got stopped out. We down 60. So yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm literally done. Uh and there you go. There you have it. That's the midpoint of that. And it's dropping. Yeah, I'm done for the day, guys. Heavy hit today. Basically down $60 on the account. Hopefully we can recover this next week. Let me mark the macro for you guys real quick. I'm gonna stay, of course, until the macro's done. And yeah, what a way to end the week, bro. What a way to end the week. There you go. Excuse me. Hefty day, hefty day, hefty day. Not gonna lie. Oh, let me just stop the screen recording on my phone. 6 minutes long. There we go, boys. 2 losses. Uh, am I mad about it? No, it's fine. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. I think we down. Let me check on the day real quick. Today we are down $44. $44 on the day. Uh, yeah, it is on the day. On the day we are down 44. I'm gonna screenshot that so we can put it on the other side. Down $44 on the day. Let me move this to the right. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still confident about price coming to take out the sell side. Uh, there you go. Because also on that 15-minute, look at the reaction that we have of the new week opening gap low. Almost close. We almost got close to that new week opening gap midpoint, but that's showing weakness in pricing that no, I want to go lower. And then new week opening gap. There we go. So yeah, so 2 wins, 2 losses this week. Just very expensive losses. Very expensive. But we have to be more careful because obviously we're on the phase two of the account. That means we have to make overall, we have to make let me do the math real quick. Let's just say $46 because of the commission. We basically have to make the same amount as passing phase one, $121. And we are down $44. So Yeah, that's hefty. That's hefty. That's hefty. And I think the overall loss is 100 and something, if I'm not mistaken. 100 and something. So yeah, we are currently in the red. We are currently in the red. Um, but yeah, in essence, don't be afraid to lose. I'm not really mad about it. I knew what I was looking for. I know what I'm looking for more than anything, and I think it's still gonna play out. It's just a matter of timing, because my timing was just off and wrong. I should have. I feel like with the second trade, I should have just been more patient about the waiting for the. Excuse me, waiting for the macro more than anything. Uh, oh, I didn't see that. I could have just been more patient and waited for that macro setup. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, so yeah, that's basically it. I mean, we did come back into this first fair value gap. I just wanted it to take out that primary sell side. So if this is it just touching, then we might see higher prices. We might just see higher prices. But yeah, this is expensive mistake. Expensive mistake. It's not the end of the world. Uh, we'll see trading Tuesday if there's opportunities on Tuesday. So yeah, currently down. So we're currently down. Let's see Monday. We have no news Monday. Oh my days, we have news at 10 o'clock. Probably might not trade. Wednesday. Eesh. Eesh. Okay, looks like next week might be a little bit of a, no, I won't say shaky week because of the news. And yeah, basically, let's see if that's price when I take out that initial buy side. Yes. Like an SMT divergence. It took out this one, but didn't take out. Yeah, didn't get close. But yeah, bro. Now we deep in the red. We need to do a recovery of the century. This account, or we might just lose it because literally, if, for example, if we do lose, uh, let's say we if we do lose, example, okay, Monday we're not trading. Let's just say whatsoever we do lose Tuesday, it might put us in the red. It might Tuesday, and then I might just have to check my account actually. Let me check it right now. No way. Um, look at this first. Look at not first. Sorry. Look at this fair value gap. Pay attention to that. Mm, okay, that was nice relative equal highs right there. I'm looking for the Common Capital account so you can have the exact numbers for you guys. Look at this. Paz is probably gonna use it, have a nice retracement, probably uses as an inverse. If not, use this for the value gap as an inverse. But we're in a macro. Most likely, you want to wait for it to come back into this and this, an inverse fair value gap, and we have a fair value gap on top of that. That would be a nice entry to catch shorts to this. So yeah, when you see it, we're gonna see just a candle and then go drop down. Oh, so on the day can't lose $61. We were very close to that because we lost 46. And then our overall loss, we can't lose 125, and we are currently at, well, what? We're currently at 61, it seems. Or I think it's poker fees. We're currently at 61. So we're gonna have to be careful regarding that. That's a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. Basically at 48% of the account. So we have to be careful. Yeah, we wanna see, got that candlestick. We left retesting it. Now I wanna see price come and take this out. So yeah, we have to be careful. We have to be careful and be more cautious, or else we'll just lose this phase two. And I'm not in the mood to do the whole thing of like I don't want to pay for recovery. In all transparency. So yeah, we're currently down, bro. Currently down in the account. Look back at that end dog. Literally, we came back. Price went back to that opening price. You could. Where is it? Look at the bodies. Come back, retest. Remember that. Either this. Yes. Ideally, for speed, you want to see this be left open. That's a good sign that we are bearish. But now we're at that first fair value gap and is reusing this the other first fair value gap, which is the 12th of May. So the trade idea will probably be this. If you want to use that. But ideally, like I said, I want to use this one, not this. Because this one you can get stopped out this first fair value gap. But this one looks clearer and it's aligning with this, the 13th of May, right? Because here we might get a mohawk where the bodies could do the damage. So rather have a cleaner entry where you're safer up here and then taking out all of this. So yeah, so right now we really hurt on the account. I'm not gonna lie, especially for starting phase two like that. And to be honest, I usually do start my phase twos. I don't know why. Phase one, I always have um, what do you call this? Phase one, I always start with a win, but then phase two and this inverse for value gap, like I said, so you probably want to see it. It's gonna probably go a little bit higher. You could use this for the entry. If you want to be on the safe side to not get left out, but also pay attention to this inverse for value gap. Let's do this. Yeah. As I was saying, is that this But what was I saying? Oh, for the phase one, I usually do end up getting really hurt. I mean, phase one, I usually end up my first trade usually is like it's a W. I don't know how that it's usually always the case that first trade, and then obviously some good trading after that. Phase two, I don't know why I usually do start with a loss. I can't explain that, but I usually do start with a loss, which is crazy. But yeah, I want to see price go to the downside now. Could have been a little bit more patient with this trade. Um, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I just thought that it might just want to do it just before the macro and then probably use the rest of the macro to go higher. Yeah, but I'll take my loss with grace. It's nothing, honestly. We'll make it back. We will recover. It's just a sad way to end the week, if you ask me. But we'll take it, like I said. Nothing to us. Nothing, nothing. Let's delete that. We're 4 minutes until the macro ends, and then yeah, we're done. And then be done. Okay. I was like consolidating like badly. I mean, it's a no news day, so yeah. It's just one movement. So this is our first, no, our first, wait, first thousand over here. Oh, sorry. We do not want to see price. Let me show you guys real quick. See this one? We want to see it respect that. We want to see respect that that lower half. Wait, I can delete this. Although even if I use this for sales, so this is like a high resistance conditions where prices is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Ouch. I mean, look at this. Can't really trade this. But yeah, really hurt myself today. Um, not really pressed about it like that. Um, I know we'll recover. It's just I won't say longer, but it just depends on what the weeks to come gives us. Of course, that matters. The weeks to come, or the next 2 weeks. Let me put it like that. Next 2 weeks, but I doubt next week there will be much trading. Like I said, um, solely because of like the news events. Unless I wait for the second macro, unless I wait for that, probably not. So I don't like just force anything, just let it go. So then probably there might not be no trades Monday, Tuesday because of the 10 o'clock news. Because usually things, honestly, they are not the best, but yeah, we'll see. We what the market has to give us. We're having a reaction of that midpoint right over there. We have so much going on. Also, it's like close to that. This one, see that? Are we done? Are we done? Okay, I'm gonna delete this and this. Just want to make it clear. This is high resistance trading, honestly. So a no news day gives us. I mean, there isn't much range. I'm gonna just screenshot that and then I'm done for the day. I'm just screenshot this real quick. Mm, not a good day. Uh, yeah. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Today's like a high resistance day. A part of me, wait, let me just fix this screen real quick. A part of me does feel like saying, "Oh no, I shouldn't have traded because I did say I'm not going to trade today." But a part of me is, I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of glad that I did. You know, I try to remove the idea out of my mind of that it's not about stats. Yes, I could have been more careful in a sense, especially going for that second trade. I mean, look at that. If I would have went for my, even if I waited for the macro, I would have just gotten hurt either way today. So I'll take that. I'll take that loss. You know. good day. We did end up coming back into this first fair value gap. I just genuinely thought that we'll take out the primary sell side liquidity with of this 15-minute candlestick, this one. So yeah, uh yeah, pretty much it. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Obviously, same place. Especially when we do the trade review tomorrow, which is Saturday. I'm gonna give you guys a trade review tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And then yeah, got hurt really bad today. Look at that. And then yeah. Got really hurt pretty bad today, but it's fine. It's part of the game. We'll take it. And I'm gonna see you boys. I'm gonna see you boys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Cheers.